Newcastle United will play against Manchester United in upcoming days. They are getting ready, they are training hard, and they're more than capable of beating Manchester United. In a press conference, Eddie Howe has something to talk about Sandro Tonali, Newcastle's unavailability list, and what his plans are for Tonali in the next 10 months, in which he is banned from football. We're still waiting for clarity. You just have to roll with the punches and absorb the hits.
Different to last year, totally different feel, where we could maybe absorb those hits a bit easier with the week-to-week games. We're not in that position now, so we're going to need everybody in the squad to step up, and I think that's the key message, is everyone has to give a bit more, and everyone's so important. And I said that pre-campaign, at the start of this year, every player in our squad has a huge role to play now.
Any decision yet with regards to Sandro and what the next 10 months will look like? Will he be training here, or will he be allowed to go back to Italy?
We're still waiting for clarity.
Oh, yeah.
Keith, yeah, we're still waiting.
And now we will move towards the Premier League title contender Arsenal. Mikel Arteta talked about his star players and team performance. With him, honestly, I'm not going to put any, because I did it once and got it totally wrong. We need to be cautious. He's already pushing everybody. He wants to be back as quick as possible. Mikel Arteta couldn't give a timescale on the return of Gabriel Jesus. Let's listen to his thoughts about his team's improvement.
But yes, he's got another appointment today, and we will see more after that.
Is there any sort of wider concern about his injury record? Because he ever since he signed, he's had sort of problems that he seems to have had to manage spells in and out of the team.
Yes, it's a big concern, because when Thomas is fit and available and he's been part of the team, we've seen what the results and the impact that he had in the team. This season we have more protection, especially for that reason as well, because we know in the last 2 seasons what had happened and the impact that I had in the team. So we have to address that. And now it's happened, and it happened in football. I'm so sorry for him, because I think he's doing every single thing that he can do right to be there. He was gutted. We are all for him, but he needs to lift himself up again with our support and go again, because he's a player that is critical for us. There's always pathway, and when we make decision on those kind of players, it's always to keep an eye on them and see can we evolve the squad in a way. And the first thing that we do is look what we have. With him, honestly, I'm not going to put any, because I did it once and I got it totally wrong. We need to be cautious, because we need to treat it in the right way, but he's already pushing everybody. He wants to be back as quick as possible, and we need him, so that's great.
Now that Martin's been struggling with that little hip problem, is tomorrow a chance to rest him completely again?
Well, we'll rest him the day, so it's how long we rest him and how we manage now the minutes and the rhythm that he needs as well to be at his best. So yeah, we had the opportunity to do it. We didn't use him at the end, so that was a good offload for him.
Is it a case of just rest? There's no other way you can treat an injury like that, I suppose, is there?
No, it's not only that. It's a lot of things that you have to do. It's impossible to play with no niggles in football. At this level, when you have games every 3 days, it's impossible. If you try to do that, you better stay in bed, because I don't know any players there that are constantly perfect to be in the best possible conditions. So you have to. He can be involved. It will be his first time back there at his old club, and a beautiful moment, I think, for him.
Is that part of your thinking, that going back to a former club can be a help to your team?
I think it's beautiful. I think I had experience to do it a few times, and then you really see what they think of you and what you left at the club, and it's a really good way to measure your experience and your reality within the reality of the people that share moments with you.
In your mind, will he get a good reception, given how long he was there and the impact he
I
gave?
would say so. I hope so. I think, and especially every time you hear him talk about West Ham and what they did for him and everybody at the club, he cannot talk any higher. So hopefully it will be the same way towards. He's got a muscle injury, and we expect him to be out for a few weeks. We don't really know still the extent of it, and he has more tests today. But yeah, he picked up that injury in training, the last training session, the last kick of the ball before Seville. So yeah, very unfortunate.
Is it the same injury that he'd previously done?
No, it's something different.
And it happened in the training, but he obviously played 5 minutes for you, didn't he, against City, and then he went and played at Ghana. Do you think that might have contributed?
Well, I don't think so. He was coming from a period of absence and he needed minutes, and he played with the national team, and we tried to be always in touch with them. And then we have 2 games with Chelsea and Seville very, very close, and we decided not to load him on the first game to play him in Seville, and then that happened in training. So sometimes it's difficult. You try to prevent if we were to get injured.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe my channel for latest updates, and press bell icon so you never miss.